Hello, folks. Welcome back to Chris White Reports. This is Chris in Central Pennsylvania. I just recorded a 1-minute YouTube short and tried to upload it. And when it went to see the video, it said 0 seconds. And after 10 or 15 minutes, the video wasn't there. Odd. I recorded a second short, 15 seconds, and the same thing happened, except this time the title that I typed in didn't even show up. I don't know if it's a network issue or if there's some YouTube stuff going on, but this video is a failsafe to record a video and load it directly onto the YouTube channel. So what am I talking about today? Well, Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla and Starlink, as well as SpaceX, and also one of the early folks involved with PayPal, which is where he got his fortune to begin with. Elon Musk, of course, has a hostile takeover bid now, which has been accepted for Twitter. He announced earlier today what many leftist hate wankers have been terrified of, and that is specifically, he has confirmed that should his buyout of Twitter be successful, he will restore Orange Man bad. Donald Trump will be back on Twitter if Elon Musk takes over the company. Now, no doubt, we're likely to see sabotage, as we've already seen by Twitter employees. We're actually going to see a lot of hand-wringing and terrified leftists wetting their nappies all over the world about the danger of free speech. That's a real serious concern for the left. They try to stop free speech. They try to force AM radio stations into carrying propaganda for leftist radio programs that nobody wants to listen to with their fairness doctrine BS. So, folks, here's the thing. I appreciate that Elon Musk is interested in what he considers to be free speech, and I appreciate that Donald Trump wants to get back on, even though his Truth Social has been ridiculously slow to come to fruition. We're still waiting almost 18 months after his election events that he still hasn't come up with this company, but we're waiting. So what about the millions of us who've been defrauded and denied by social media? Platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, even Gitter has censored people without legitimate justification. When did an opinion become a national security threat? As the Department of Homeland Security put out in a circular on the 8th of February this year, saying that extremists who are using free speech, my words, not their words, but it's a synopsis of what they said, using free speech are dangerous to the sanctity and safety of the republic. That's just utter nonsense. It's just total nonsense. People, you shouldn't fall for this. What are they so afraid of? What they're afraid of is that their arguments make no sense. They're not logical. They're illogical. There's no congruity between one argument they make. For instance, we see leftist hate wankers today, including Mayor Lori Lighthead of Chicago, claiming that overturning the unconstitutional Roe versus Wade decision of the Burger Court, a rogue Supreme Court in the 1960s and 70s, overturning that unconstitutional decision. Now, notice I didn't come out in favor or opposed to abortion. I just stated the obvious. That decision superseded the Constitution and it was illegitimate. Overturning that would endanger gay rights and same-sex marriage and interracial marriage. Seriously? So the argument that Lori Lighthead, the mayor of Chicago, and other demonic leftists are making is that if that decision is overturned, Clarence Thomas would be forced to divorce his wife of decades because he's black and she's white. Clarence Thomas sits on the court. Even if you actually believe that people in the court were inclined to make a decision which they have no authority to do, that doesn't make any sense. What a bunch of illogical, nonsensical propagandists. Propagandists. Now, they're allowed to spew their hatred all they want, but God forbid you talk about the choosing of 2020 and ask legitimate questions, or God forbid, you tell the truth about science when it comes to gender. Those things aren't allowed. And the left wants to silence speech. Make no mistake. These are the same people who ban Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer from being read in schools by children because the word Negro is used. Well, that's a pretty frightening prospect. If you don't know how the word was misused or misapplied in the past, how could you possibly know if it's right or wrong in the current context? Well, folks, I don't know what happened to my videos, the shorts. Hopefully they'll come up, but I can't see them on YouTube right now. But this video is about Elon Musk. And I appreciate that Elon Musk and Donald Trump, billionaires who made their way in life and earn what they've got and deserve their fantastic riches. How about the rest of us? How about Congress stepping up and taking care of us by repealing Section 230 of the 1996 Telecommunications Act, which give these ghouls the opportunity to evade the law by censoring and acting as publishers on these platforms when they've gotten away being protected from being publishers by that exclusion. It's illegitimate. They are in fact publishers, and they need to adhere to the rules of publishers and not censor free speech. Opinions are not dangerous to national security. Opinions are not a threat to governance. A legitimate government does not fear free speech. And that's why leftists in charge in Albany, in Harrisburg, in Sacramento, in Annapolis, in Washington, D.C. fear free speech. Because they're not legitimate governments. They don't represent the American people. They lie and they distort. So Elon Musk, if you're going to restore Donald Trump's account, wonderful. But that's just the start. It's up to Congress to get its act together and for the tech titans to start becoming responsible citizens and corporate interests in this country. Thanks a lot, folks. God bless and take care. Be sure to subscribe. Push the button right down there. Hopefully this video will show up on YouTube, unlike the last two I did. Strange. They might show up later, but who knows where they are right now. Cheers, everybody.